Team Cooper has averaged almost 18 fantasy points a game since week 9. He's also seen 8+ targets in 4 of 5 games with the Cowboys, and the Eagles have given up the second most fantasy points to wide receivers who are lined out wide. I'm also starting Larry Fitzgerald. Christian Kirk is on IR. That could mean more targets from the rookie Josh Rosen, and the Lions have allowed 9 touchdowns and the 6th most fantasy points to slot receivers this season, so Fitzgerald is in the flex starter conversation.
How about a sleeper?
You love this one, my friend. This is like the start 'em and sit 'em edition for Matt Money Smith. Mike Williams against the Bengals. The Bengals have allowed the 8th most yards to wide receivers this season. They have also allowed the 2nd most touchdowns to wide receivers who line out wide, and that's where Mike Williams makes most of his hay. So if you need a wide receiver off the waiver wire this week, Williams could be out there.
Starts are a little bit easier, but the sits a little bit tougher.
Yeah, well, Alshon Jeffrey's made it easy for us to put him as a sit-em because, well, his numbers have just not been good. He has seen 5 or fewer targets in 4 of his last 5 games since the Golden trade, and the Cowboys have allowed 5 touchdowns and the 4th fewest fantasy points to wide receivers at the Jerry Dome. So beware Alshon Jeffrey. I'd also beware Tyler Boyd against I almost said San Diego. I almost did an outbar. Los Angeles Chargers. Boyd has averaged 3.4 fewer fantasy points when A.J. Green has been off the field, and the Chargers have allowed an average of just 50 yards and the 2nd fewest PPR points to slot receivers this season. So Boyd, with a inexperienced quarterback under center, is a risk for me.